Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical. Hope everybody's doing well. So I wanted to make a follow-up on yesterday's live debate chat with Ronaldo House. Thank everybody. I want to thank all of you who donated to the super chats, which of course were then sent on to the King Resettlement Program. For all of Ronaldo's subscribers that might have slid over here, welcome. Keep an open mind, you know. It's like I said on the show, I think, and I've said to Ronaldo, I've said to my subscribers, that only narrow-minded people listen to people that they agree with, you know. Whether you agree with me or not, I invite you to listen to my videos and to make your comments and to disagree. But you learn a lot more when you discuss things with people that don't agree with you than you do if you just talk to a bunch of people that agree with you. Now, that's not to say I don't love those that agree with me, because I like-minded people and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, man. How'd you guys think it went? It sounded like looking at the comments on the chat, and if you missed the debate, I'm going to tell you, I'm getting old, and I didn't realize how to do this, so I noticed a couple of other people thought the comments were not available when you review the video on Ronaldo's site, on his channel. And so all day I was looking around for the comments. I'm like, man, I want to read what people said. And the daughter of the South African staying here, she comes over and presses a little button, and bam, there they are. So if you don't know, there's a little icon of, at the bottom of the video, and it says live. I think it says live chat or live video chat. You press that, and then of course the comments show up as they did during the live show. So if you slide the slide bar, if you don't want to listen to the show again, but you want to read the comments, you slide the, you advance the video forward, and the comments will fall into place in the order that they showed up during the live feed. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. If you haven't seen the comments, go check them out. And I suggest and hope that you'll subscribe to Ronaldo's page now, or to his channel. So what did I think about it? Look, I know that there's a lot of people on Ronaldo's YouTube channel that think I'm an idiot and an asshole, and a lot of anti-Semitism popping through. I was watching his debate or his video today, and hats off to him. He had his admin boot some guy that was calling me a kike and all this Jewish scum, blah, blah, blah. I don't typically block people when they do that. Although, like I said, that might change. I don't know. I don't know that it serves a purpose. Ronaldo today was talking, if you haven't seen it, go check out the video. He was doing a live thing with Wilhelm Petzer. That dude's just all class. Now, he's been off the air for a while, and so I didn't see the beginning of Ronaldo's video, but apparently that's what they were talking about, and he's not gone. He's in the middle of some things, and I'll let you figure it out and watch it. But he's a classy dude, man. I like that guy. So that's a good video to watch. Ronaldo. Look, I went in there kind of braced for an attack. It never came. There's all kinds of theories, I'm sure, as to why or why not that didn't happen. Maybe those of you who hate Ronaldo might want to reevaluate whether or not you're subscribed to his channel. I'm not getting anything out of, pushing you to his channel. But I am saying that, one thing, and I'll tell Ronaldo if he's watching this. Ronaldo, hey, how you doing? I hope you're watching. I know that there's some bad blood between your channel, his channel, and some other channels. I do my best to stay out of that. That is drama. That is equivalent to me. It's like, two neighbors fighting. And you're talking to this one, and he's telling you what an asshole that one is. And then when you talk to that one, he tells you what an asshole this one is. I'd rather draw my own conclusions. So I will do everything possible to avoid getting sucked into rat fucking another channel. I just don't think that's cool. If I'm on somebody's channel or I'm a guest or they're a guest and, they've got issues with other channels, I don't want to be part of tearing down somebody's YouTube channel. That's just my own personal thing. I mean, I'm a big proponent of free speech, and, I know that there's some issues or some allegations of some fake news going around, and you know what? I don't know whether things are fake news or whether they were erroneously put up, whether there's a hidden agenda. And I think if I get stuck trying to ascertain the details of who's doing what and why, I lose focus on my own mission. So I don't want to do that. My own mission, first and foremost, is to help people that need help. And then, these days, of course, I'm talking about the minority in South Africa. I wore the Mossad shirt with the Star of David on it yesterday, and I did that kind of to drum up some response, and I got it. And it's a good way to flesh out the Jew haters because, man, people will, like I said, South Africa's got a lot of anti-Semitism going on there. I mean, I've seen it comes out when I talk. There's a lot of anti-Semitism in the world, and believe it or not, I'm not like a gigantic fan of the Jewish thing. But my thing is humanity, and I always found it very ironic that a minority of people who are being oppressed and abused, in this case I'm talking about white South Africans. So you've got a small group of people who feel that they're being targeted by a larger group. But so many within that group are willing to target another small group of people who've been targeted since, before Christ. The Jews. And it's just odd how people want to literally blame everything on it's those other people. It's that other group. It's them. It's their fault. And I just ask that people remember that all ethnicities and all races are made up of individuals. So while there is some common themes amongst certain religions and certain ethnic groups, it still boils down to people. I'm not a big fan at all of radical Islam. Are all Muslims involved in that? No, it's not possible. So I don't dislike all Muslims, just like I don't like all Christians. And I don't like all Jews, but I don't dislike or like somebody based on what their religious preferences are or what color their skin is. I like or dislike them based on what comes out of their mouth, which is a direct result of what's in their heart in most cases. So enough about that. But as far as the show went, you know what? I think you heard, he invited me to do a monthly thing. And Ronaldo, I'll talk to you about this. I think if we do that, and we're not 100% sure about that, but if we do that, it could be fun and interesting. And I'd like to rotate it around, maybe 1 month on his channel and 1 month on my channel. I mean, I'm trying to grow my little channel too. So I'm probably like at the tail end of every YouTuber on YouTube as far as that goes. So it's grown, I don't know, I think it's grown by 100 subscribers in the last couple days. That's awesome. So yeah, the more I get into it, the more I get into it. So I'm going to look for ways to kind of spice up the channel myself. Why not? It's I enjoy doing it. I've made a lot of internet friends, a lot of YouTube type friends, from all over the place. There's a lot of nice people out there. There's a lot of assholes out there, and we have room for all of them. What's a party without a couple of assholes involved? So it makes things interesting. But thank you again for everybody that went there to back me up and to support me. Ronaldo turned out to be a nice guy. Now, some of you are going to say, well, that's just part of his thing. I'll figure it out. If Ronaldo is disingenuous and he's not what I think he is, it'll show itself, because you can't hide from me for too long. I don't have to look. I'm just a good reader of people. He treated me with respect. He was a nice guy. I don't really have much bad to say. I don't really have anything bad to say about the experience yesterday. I thought it was a very nice and a nice conversation. It was fun. Ronaldo gave me time. He was respectful. He donated the super chats. What more could I ask for? So I think you'll see more of he and I, and hopefully that those that are like, hey man, fuck it, I don't want anything to do with Ronaldo, try and give people a chance to just be themselves. I don't know everything about what I talk about, and I'm subject to change my opinions if provided enough evidence or facts. And Ronaldo, I'm sure he's not a dumb guy. He's a very smart guy. So I'm sure he's capable of being swayed one way or the other. The agenda is not really to force people to think or to agree. The agenda should be to present people with ideas and they're hopefully smart enough to think about what they hear, and maybe they'll change their beliefs and it'll turn into something where you both agree on the same thing. And that's kind of a victory, I guess, if you think you're right. So yeah, let's give everybody a chance, and let's this whole social media thing, the fact that I'm sitting in my little man cave with my phone and I'm talking to all of you people just, blows me away. I think it's great, and it's such a tool to advance humanity, and it can be used to fuck up humanity too. But let's be on the right side of history and try to use these tools that we have, these communications devices and methods, to share ideas and thoughts with the hope that we can all come to a common ground. And if not, let's just beat the living fuck out of each other, because that's always cool too. But anyways, I hope you guys have fun, stay safe, and yeah, till the next video. This is LMS Tactical. I'm out. Look at this. I'm talking to my dad on the phone, and I see Mason in the house looking at something, and this is, I don't know if Mason brought him in or what. Mason, don't hurt him. Mason, leave that froggy alone. That's a froggy. He's a good froggy. He's a nice froggy. Don't hurt him. See, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a froggy. He's a toad. Look at this frog, Kiana.
Big one there.
How the hell did he get in the house? Yeah, I don't know if Mason brought him in or what. He's a big toad. Froggy, don't pee. Right, pee on me. Don't hurt him. You say nice things to the froggy. Mason, he's not a toy.